everybody, welcome back to Stringman Guitars. We're down here in the underground lair. We have ourselves a German-made Warwick Corvette standard bass. It is mahogany and it's heavy. And it's got those gold Evo frets on it. Couple issues. He's got a noisy output jack. These frets definitely need polished up. Fingerboard is really grody. Last but not least, the D and the G are wound backwards. I'm going to see if I can reverse that without losing the string. It's just putting undue pressure on the bridge. So we're going to get this out of acoustic guitar mode and put it in electric guitar mode. I have two different divots for working on this. And that's all homemade right there. Yes sir, Bob. First thing I'm going to try to do is I'm actually going to take the truss rod cover off. It's got a little access door. I don't like dealing with the access doors because there's not enough room to get a wrench in there to do any kind of work. Just as soon take it off. The only one that works well is the one that Ibanez came up with. Come on out of there. You can do it. There we go. Okay, that's out of the way. And from my recollection, it takes a 5 mil, I think. I want to make sure that the truss rod works. Just release it. Yep, it works. Alright, so he's got a ton of wraps on these strings, so I think we're going to be able to save them. Actually, I'm gonna fix all of these because they're kind of all wonky, so that'll give me a chance to, you don't need that many wraps. Causes tuning instability and all kind of crap. So we're just going to redo this completely. And there's enough wraps on there that it's not going to affect how it's in there. That'll give me clearance to work on the dirty fingerboard and such. Come on, you can do it. It gives me all kind of room to do the work on the fingerboard. So the first thing we're going to do is turn on the heat, because it's kind of cold down here. Let's see, did I guess right? I did. You don't want to crank these, we just want to snug them up. The bushings for the tuning machines. And flip this over. Actually, since we're going to deal with it, those tuning machines, they are not what I thought they were. Okay. Alright, let's flip this over, tighten these screws, which are definitely loose as well. Yeah, every time you change your strings, you want to tighten this stuff up because that's good. All right, this is one of those strange fingerboard woods. Can't remember what they use. Any of you smart guys or girls in the that are watching this, and you know which wood they use on their German-made bases. It's not zebra wood. Is it that Yingwei Wang something or other? I know that it has very heavy grain to it. It looks way better. Now we're going to clean it up. Toothbrush and simple green. Temptation is to let it soak in, but you don't want to do that because you don't want the water or the fluid of the simple green to work itself underneath the frets. So we're just going to brush all the DNA off of here. It may take a couple passes, but that's okay. Yeah, much better. All that ingrain gunk is gone. There we are. Isn't that a beautiful base? Now, put some of this on there. F1. This was some abrasive what is this stuff? Micro mesh, that's what it is. Just to polish the rest of that grime off of the fret. It'll look better now. Yeah, definitely. In the meantime, what I'm doing is allowing the F1 oil that doesn't get absorbed to kind of leach back out of the wood, give it a final wipe down. All tricks that you learn along the way. You see them? There's still a bit of oxidation getting on there. We don't use steel wool. Why don't we use steel wool? Can somebody answer in the comments? See if anyone's paying attention. We don't use steel wool for very obvious reasons. Two very obvious reasons. I'll give you one of them. It's the more mundane answer. It's because it's sloppy as all get out. Gotta get the shot back out and suck it all back up again. That's the part. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What do you think? Nice, huh? Okay. Clean up the body while I have the strings off. Okay, so you see what we're doing is we've got that much string too much on the post. So that allows me to not worry about that bend right there. And these should just wind up just nicely in the right direction, putting a different bend in the string and putting them on the right way. Always go under. And always use some sort of graphite paste to keep your strings from binding. Alright, the other issue, and now see, we can take the green tape off that held all the balls in place. Ta-da! Alright, now one of the complaints that Buddy has is noisy output jack. Let's test that real quick. Plug in the noisemaker as soon as I can unpile the noisemaker from all of the pile. Plug it in. No? Not getting anything there. Could be your wire, buddy. But nonetheless, got these things here called crackle killers. And you just simply shoot your electronic cleaner, wet it down, and work it in and out of the jack. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of garbage in there. You don't turn it. You put it in and turn it, or you put it in, take it out, turn it, repeat. This is really dirty. That's why it's either your cable or a combination of your cable and dirty output jack. These things are stupendous. A guy in Australia developed them. They're a must for any gigging. This is what they are. You can find them online. You might even find them in your store, local store. But the owner caught my video and, hey, can I send you a bunch of these? I said, sure, I'll give it a try. What do I got to lose? And turns out they work great. Crackle killers with a K and a K. crackle, killer. Now it should work just. Gotta tune it up. But that problem should be solved. Get that out of here, get that out of here. Alright, so the strings are on right. Let's tune it up and see where that leaves us. Okay, so with the capo at the first fret and holding at the 17th, we want 12th out. And we got about 15 or so. So that means we got to tighten the truss rod. Gotta loosen everything because get out the easier. There we go. This one work easier. Okay, I like that. Now let's check our string height at the 17th. And we're looking for between 5 and 6/64. And we are at 8/64, 7/64, 6/64. 1.5 mil, that's the right size. Now you want, whenever you drop your saddles down, you want them to be the same height. You don't want them all cattywampus. So on both sides of the string you want the saddle to be flush. See, the cool thing about these saddles, if it's not already decked, the saddle will only go down so far, and then the whole bridge can actually be dropped down. It's a two-piece bridge. This piece here, and there's a piece underneath that these 4 or 6 screws go into. Ah, that's perfect. So we will lock this down. Are we tuned up? Yeah. Go ahead and lock down the set screw in the front. That way whenever you take your strings off, you won't go losing your saddle. Alright, next up. Okay. Recheck. 6, 6, 6, a little more than 5. See if that buzz went away. Buzz went away, and we're still lower than what we started with. Let's measure at the first fret. At the first fret, we want somewhere between 18 and 22 thou. No less than 18. Okay. That's good. See here, here's a 19. That's good. Perfect, that's 19. I'm not going to touch that. Let's see here. Now he said he dropped it down because he was getting some feedback from his amp. I raised them up a little bit. Okay, so they're considerably higher than they were, but they're still below what size are these anyhow? People keep on asking me what size these are, and I don't answer them because I don't know. Let's see here. I'm going to let them stay dropped down there because that's where he likes them. And we'll go to the noisemaker again. Granted, it's only a micro cube guitar amp. No noise in the pots, that's good. For a 1990s instrument, I can dig that. I always find it interesting to see how bringing something into spec will fix your intonation. That's there. It's a little sharp. That's there. That's there. For giggles, I'm going to go ahead and pull this saddle back on the A. We just use a little screwdriver. If it's sharp, the saddle's got to go that way. Voila! So everything is on. Everything is where I want it to be. I'm not going to put the truss rod cover back on. Got the pickups good. We got the jack cleaned. We polished the frets. I think that's a sexy looking guitar there. Cleaned the fretboard. Got all that DNA off of there. Tightened the bushings, checked the string height at the first fret, and it's right on. We're going to leave the pickups dunked down just a little bit. He can mess with that if he'd like. They do have the higher end just a little bit tilted up towards the pickup because of the ellipse of the string. Yeah, so I'm going to come back and check it tomorrow, and then he's got a Fender Professional 2 Stratocaster that we're going to do a whole bunch of stuff to. I wanted to get this one done because I was concerned about the strings since they were wrapped wrong, and since we had to cut some of the length off, that solved that problem. So currently we are intonated and everything is happy and there's no string buzz. I like to do it without it being plugged in because that way you can hear if there is physical string buzz, not what might be coming through the amp. Alright, so I'm going to stick this on a stand, call this done, and join us tomorrow evening for Stratocaster Professional Series. Okay, I want to thank you for joining us down here in the underground lair as we worked on this beautiful Warwick made in Germany bass. It's the Corvette Corvette Standard. If you need your axe sharpened, all you got to do is Stringman Guitars on Facebook. Hit instant message and we'll set you up to get your stuff in here, because with the weather changing today, it was like 37 degrees was the high at the airport, that's where I work, just like that overnight. So all the wood is going to shift and you're going to have string buzz. So Stringman Guitars, we will sharpen your axe, make it sharp again. Okay, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the bell. I would love you for a long time. Peace, everybody. Take care of your neighbor. Take care of the old folks. Love everybody like you love yourself. Be patient with all this stuff going on, because why would I want to make it any worse? Anyhow, peace. Love you guys. Thank you.